Whose stuff is this? Showing possession in Spanish. You own stuff, other people own stuff. How do we know whose stuff is whose? Well, this video will tell you how to determine whose stuff is whose and express it in Spanish. This is Charlie's book. When we're speaking in English, to show possession, that is, that Charlie is the owner of the book, we take Charlie's name and then add an apostrophe S to the end of it. The apostrophe S shows that the book belongs to Charlie. This is Charlie's book. Notice Charlie's appears before the word book. In Spanish, it's a little different. Este es, this is, in the same order as it is in English. El libro, notice the word book comes first. Remember that when working with adjectives, if you've seen our video on adjectives, you will remember that the adjective always follows a noun it modifies. And in this case, Charlie is an adjective. So we go, este es el libro, this is the book de Charlie. De means of. So literally what you are saying is, this is the book of Charlie. That's how you show possession in Spanish using the word de. The word de actually has two meanings in English. It means of, and in certain contexts, it can mean from. For example, la cámara es de Verónica. The camera is Veronica's. Notice that Veronica's, apostrophe S, takes the place of de Verónica when we speak in English. And soy de los Estados Unidos, I'm from the United States. So they can mean either of or from. We use it to show possession. But there are other ways we can show possession as well in Spanish. Here are the possessive pronouns in English: my, your, his, her, our, your, and their. It's my car. It's their pencil. It's his girlfriend. It's her boyfriend. It's our television set. These words correspond with the subject pronouns in English as well. So here we see I. We always use my when we're talking about myself. When we're talking about you, we talk about your stuff. If we're talking, referring to another guy, he, we're talking about his stuff. Her goes with she. Our, that talks about we. And there is corresponding to they. On the right, we have the words we use to show possession. And on the left, we show the words that we would use if they were subjects of the sentence. The same thing is true in Spanish. Here in red, we have the subject pronouns in Spanish. Yo means I. Tú means you. Usted, well, that's the formal form of you, someone you don't know as well. Él means he. Ella means she. Notice all of these on the left-hand side are single persons, that is one person. On the right-hand side, we go to the plural. Nosotros, nosotras, two words for we. If you're unfamiliar with these, it would be good for you to review the video on subject pronouns. Vosotros, vosotros are you all, and you'll know I never require you to know those because those are only used in Spain. Then we have ustedes, you all, ellos, and ellas both mean they. On the other side, how do we show possessions for these people? We have pronouns in Spanish just like we do in English. Me is my stuff. Es mi lápiz. It's my pencil. Tú, it's your stuff. Tu libro, your book. Notice the tu in the subject column has an accent. Tu without the accent means your. Su can mean your, that is, if it's going with usted, you're talking to somebody you don't know too well. You would say, oh, this is your book. Este es su libro. Or su can also mean his or her. It kind of gets confusing a little bit in Spanish. Then nuestro and nuestra are the two words for our. Vuestro and vuestra are the words for your, if they're friends, and that's you all. And then su is also the word for their. Now, of course, you'll remember that I won't require you know vuestro and vuestra. Those are only used in Spain and only with people that you know very well, a group of your friends in Spain. So if you're traveling in Spain, you may not have any friends there, so you won't be using vuestro vuestra until you get a couple of friends at least. Then you can use those two. So we'll use nuestro and nuestra and su. And I do want to make one clarification on the form nuestro and nuestra. On the left-hand side in the subject, you'll notice it refers to people. Nosotros, that's a group of guys. We, and there's at least one guy in the group. If it's we and they're all girls, they would say nosotras, we're all girls. Boys will never use the word nosotras because once you put a boy in the group, it changes to the masculine, which is nosotros. Girls can use either one of those because girls can be in a group of all girls, nosotras, or if they're going out when there's one boy in the group, that would be nosotros. However, on the right-hand side, when it's talking about possession, it depends on the object that is being possessed. For example, if it is a car, and car is a masculine noun, it would be nuestro carro. Now maybe it's a group of girls that owns the car, but guess what? It's still nuestro carro because the masculine goes with the object that you're showing possession for. And likewise, nuestra would be a feminine object. For example, if it's guys that have all share one pen, for example, it would be nuestra pluma, our pen, even though all the owners of that one pen are guys. The object, the pen, is feminine, and so the nuestra would reflect the object, not the people in the group. You may want to write this stuff down in your notes so you have this chart of possessive pronouns. Now let's see if you can remember these things, huh? All right, on a piece of paper, write these words down, please. And then what I would like you to do is stop this video and draw arrows from the words on the left, which are in English, to their corresponding counterpart on the right, which are in Spanish. Okay, so copy them, stop the video, copy them down, and see if you can connect them. And we'll be back in just a few minutes to see how you did. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at these. The word his. Where does that go? It connects right up with su. Su means his. How about our? There are two words for our in Spanish. Nuestro, if the thing you are describing is masculine, like a car or a book or something like that. And if it's a feminine object, it would be nuestra, like a pen or a table or a chair. Those are all feminine objects. So we have two words for our. How about her? Her also goes to su. Su can mean his or her. How about my? It's me. And it doesn't matter whether you're a girl or a guy. It's me. Mi libro, mi pluma, my book, my pen. And we come to the word our. I meant we come to the word your. It means tu. It's your book. Es tu libro. Oh, but wait a minute. If I'm not a friend of the person I'm talking to, it would go to su. That is, if I'm using usted or ustedes, then it would mean su. Es su libro. It's your book. Or es su libro. It's your all's book. Now you may have noticed I left off a word. Vuestro and vuestra are only used in Spain. And they also mean your. So actually, the word your can be tu, su, vuestro, or vuestra, depending on who you're talking to and what you're talking about. Of course, you know that I will never require you to know vuestro and vuestra because they are only used in Spain. Okay, this is a theory behind our words. Okay, in our next video, I would like you to practice these with sentences. See us in our next video to see if you remember how these words work. Thanks for watching.